The Drive is the Kootenay's best rock. CHDR 102.9 Cranbrook, Kimberley. CJDR 99.1 Fernie, Sparwood. We are a division of the Jim Pattison Broadcast Group. And now, Drive News.
It's 6 o'clock. I'm Jeff Johnson, and it's right now minus 18 in the Elk Valley, minus 16 in Cranbrook. News is for Cranbrook Dodge, Boston Pizza Cranbrook, and Fernie Auto Parts. A change of plans for anyone going to a Cumnock school today. Classes are canceled at a Cumnock school in Cranbrook because of maintenance issues. Plumbing for the building will be fixed over the course of the day. With the holiday season upon us, people focus on the true meaning of Christmas, spending time with friends and family. However, there is an increased risk of home fires this time of year, and Cranbrook Fire and Emergency Services has some tips to keep everyone in the East Kootenay safe. These tips include ensuring that your artificial tree is fire retardant. Also, making sure natural trees don't lose needles when you touch them. Make sure the tree isn't blocking an exit and is at least 3 feet away from the nearest heat source. Christmas trees cause more than 250 structure fires annually. The latest figures from Equifax Canada show Canadians now collectively owe more than $1.5 trillion in debt, excluding mortgages. The Consumer Credit Rating Agency says the total at September's end was up 7.4% compared to a year ago. Non-mortgage debt held by Canadians is now an average of $20,891. Despite the higher debt, the delinquency rate, defined as bills more than 90 days past due, remains on a downward trend and now stands at just 1.1%. And British Columbia's health officer, Dr. Perry Kendall, says he'll know more tomorrow about what subtype of avian flu has been found on farms in BC. About half of the 11,000 turkeys on an Abbotsford farm have already died, as did 1,000 of the 7,000 chickens on a Chilliwack farm. BC's chief veterinary officer, Dr. Jane Pritchard, says the remaining birds will be euthanized using carbon dioxide and then composted inside their barns. Health officials have cautioned that avian influenza poses little risk to people who are consuming poultry meat as if it is handled and cooked properly. Sports is for All Seasons Motorsports and Beachcomber Hot Tubs Cranbrook. The National Hockey League is mourning the loss of one of its greats and arguably one of the classiest players the game has ever seen. The Montreal Canadiens announced late last night that former Star Center turned executive Jean Beliveau has died. The Hockey Hall of Famer was 83 years old. Beliveau played with the Habs for 18 seasons. He captained the team for 10 of those seasons. The third period last night was one of the biggest ones for the season for the Kimberley Dynamiters. The Dynamiters lived up to their moniker, exploding for 5 goals in the final frame, cruising to a 6-1 victory. Nitro's forward, Keenan Haase, scored what he called the weirdest goal of his career, 13 minutes and 26 seconds into the third period, as he had his dump-in bounce off the backboards, off the skate of goalie Magnus Viberg, and into the net.
I know our boards are pretty bouncy, but I saw it go in. It went behind the goalie. I just saw his face, and he just looked back and looked disappointed, so that's when I know.
Eric Buckley had one of the best periods of his life, scoring 3 goals and adding a helper in the final period. The Drive weather is for Brothers Insurance. If you think you're paying too much for home or business insurance, come in for a second opinion. Locally owned and operated, visit Brothers Insurance on the Strip Cranbrook, open 9 to 9, 7 days a week. Today, sunny and clear, a high of -7. Overnight, some cloud cover, a low -12. Thursday, chance of flurries, high of -7. Friday, more flurries expected, a high of -3. Right now, it's -18 in the Elk Valley, -16 in Cranbrook. I'm Jeff Johnson at 6:05.
Are you on Facebook right now? Well, so are we. Like us before we creep you at facebook.com. We're 102.9 The Drive.